Welcome to the Growing People podcast and blog, a place where we explore all things development. How do you grow yourself and how do you grow the people around you, helping them make better choices, better decisions, and then executing well on them. If you haven't seen the previous podcast, the first one was about the why. Why do we do this stuff? And then we talked about how. Now I want to spend a couple minutes talking about what we're going to do. And it's based on my own experience with blogs and podcasts. I like to think that, man, I want to really dive in deep and take the time that it takes to really kind of chew the material up and digest it. So, there's times when I'll read an article or a long format blog, but the reality is my schedule tends to get in the way. And as my desire just to go, the full distance on all that kind of stuff sometimes gets interrupted by my day, which says, you know what? You don't have an hour and a half to really rip into a deep content. And what you have time for is, I can read a couple of paragraphs, or I can listen to 10, 15 minutes of a podcast. But there's other times when I just need a quick hit. And so I need a 3-minute blast of something that's really good to either energize me or just get me moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to produce this content in several different chunks. Now, there's not very often, but there's times, maybe there's an interview that lasts for a half hour, 45 minutes. We'll try and get that into the long format. So if you have time, whether you have a long drive where you can listen to the audio, or you just have some space in your day that you want to explore a specific topic. So it could be a long form interview, or maybe it's a topic that deserves a longer format, whether it's more of an article for a blog or a audio video where you've got to dive deeper into, just because the subject matter demands more depth. But what we're also going to do is, even with those longer formats, we'll take a logical look at it and see how can we spread that into logical chunks and edit it and cut it into bite-sized forms for those long format. Most of the time, what we're going to offer is 4 or 5 paragraphs in a blog, or a 4 to 8 minute video audio section, so that you can fit it in your day. So the idea is, let's allow you to choose your format. Long, if you've got the time. Maybe if you have a specific topic, you could search to get the deep or even just the chunks there. But ultimately, we want to give the choice to you, the listener, or the reader, to decide what form or what format do you want to get this content in. So really, it's up to you. So that's the what. The what behind Growing People is a format that fits your day and your schedule.